Hello all. Today onwards I am going to upload GST related notes, GST goods and services tax, and this is for your BCom 5th semester core subject. It is there are 5 units are there. Out of that, the first unit contains like introduction of GST, introduction, meaning, features, objectives, advantages, disadvantages, tax subsumed under GST, structure of GST, GST Council, compositions, powers and functions, CGST Act 2017, important definitions. Let's start. So before going to GST, this is my first video. On that reasons, I would like to tell something about taxations or types of taxations. Tax, it's a compulsory contributions to the state revenue. Tax under, there are two types of taxations, direct tax and indirect tax. The first type of tax is a direct tax. The tax levied and collected directly from a person who is liable to pay, it is called direct tax. Example of direct tax is income tax and wealth tax. Indirect tax. The tax levied and collected indirectly from a person. Example of indirect tax before GST. In India, GST it introduced in the year 2017. Before GST, so many indirect taxes are imposed in India, like VAT, value added tax, excise duty, sales tax, service tax, octroi, luxury tax, entertainment tax, entry tax, duty. These all major examples of indirect taxes before introducing GST. GST, July 1, 2017, it adopted in India. GST stand for Goods and Services Tax. G stand for goods, S stand for services, and T stand for tax. Let's introduction of GST. Goods and services tax is one kind of indirect tax which has replaced many indirect taxes in India, such as excise duty, VAT, value added tax, service tax, etc. And it was passed in the parliament on 29th March 2017 and came into effect on 1st July 2017. It is a single domestic indirect tax law for the entire country. So the simple meaning of GST is a consumption based tax. It is a tax levied on goods and services consumed. Or we can also be say that GST means tax on supply of goods or services or both. That means what GST is not only imposed supply of goods, it is also be imposed in the time of supply of services. Major features of GST, or it is also be called as the characteristics of GST. It is based on the concept of one nation, one market, and one tax. Because it is subsummed or merged all indirect taxes, now at present only one indirect taxes are applicable in India. So it is based on the concept of one nation, one market, and one tax. It is consumptions based tax. The third one, taxable event, is supply of goods or services or both. Multi-stage tax system, value added tax system. GST, it followed the principles of value additions or value added tax. It eliminating the cascading effect. Cascading effect means double taxations. And 7, in India, GST model is dual GST model. Actually, GST model under there are two type, single model and dual model. If GST are model framed and controlled or charged central level only, or central government is only responsible, if it is, then that kind of GST is called as a single model. But in India, especially in our state, in India, all states under same rule are applicable. That one is dual GST model. Dual GST model means GST is levied by both central government and state government simultaneously. Input tax credit facilities are available under GST. Next feature, reverse charge basis. Then it is a scheme of on the basis of composition schemes. Especially this scheme is applicable to the small businessman, those who are turnover is very less. So these all about major features of GST. Thank you for watching.